And we're back. Happy cooking today. Here's your chef, Jay. We're going to make another delicious recipe since we are favoring fiber for the entire month. We should actually favor fiber for our entire life because actually it helps our body. So let's start with some perfectly amounts of cabbage. We're going to use this number 4 cone right here. So this is how we're going to do this salad. Make sure that you put everything, the core especially, because this is where the enzymes are found to help you digest this part. So let's take a few a few slices of this, and then we're going to save the core for later when we change it to a different cone. So this is how you want to chop it up, really small. The smaller that you chop it up, the better it is. Now let's move it into the number 2 cone right here. And now take these delicious, fully loaded with enzymes cores and put them in here. A lot of times people throw them away and no wonder why they're suffering from different degenerative diseases, because they're throwing away the very things that helps them. Now let's use some celery. Celery is very good for selenium. It is actually loaded with sodium. It's very good for the bones. So the thing is with celery, a lot of times has that cellulose in there and it's very, very hard to digest. So here we go. Look at how I'll show you in slow motion. 1, 2, and now as you get closer, hold on to that piece, hold on to it, and stop, and bring it right out. Okay, that is number 2 cone. Now we're going to use the number 1 cone over here to add some carrots. Carrots are loaded in beta carotene that helps you convert into vitamin A. Vitamin A is really good for the heart, and very good also. These are loaded with vitamin C as well. So let's put about 2 of them. This is the type of salad that you can eat for lunch. You can eat it for dinner. You've probably seen it a lot of, if you have come to my longevity cooking classes, you've probably seen it how it works in there. And now we're going to use a little bit of a chunky method over here. This is the number 3 cone. So if you want to add, say for example, some sort of sweetener, then we're going to use apple instead. Make sure that all your apples that you buy, they are organic. So see, you can chop it up all the way to the core without worrying. In fact, you can put the seeds in there. Seeds are really good for controlling parasites. So let's use that. And now let's change it again. We're going to use the number 4 cone over here. And then we're going to add some cucumber. So take half a cucumber over here and do the slices. Very delicious, very simple. And now we're going to add as well some red cabbage to give it color. Remember that your food, the more color it is, the more phytochemicals, the more nutrients in them. Look at that. Tick, tick, tick. This is the time for you to start making more salads, more fiber in your diet at home. All the way down to the last little bit. Chop it up in there. And of course, now what we're going to add is we're going to add some lemon rind. So if you want to add some lemon rind, use the number 1 cone. Now this salad in the summertime, you can use, I have over here in this area, these are actually seaweed noodles. They're actually very good. So we're going to add some seaweed noodles. And these are high in iodine, about 80% iodine. In fact, they even smell like iodine. Well, they're really good for you though. Let me see. Let's do some rind. And by the way, you can skip the seaweed noodles if you can't find it. You can actually use quinoa. Okay, wow, that smells so delicious. Now, one of the things is with lemons, make sure that you eat it closest to the pith, because closest to the pith is where the most vitamin C is found. All the delicious juice right from there, all the way down to the pith where the most important, valuable vitamin C is there. So take it right out. Take the second one. And this is basically your salad dressing. So after this, you don't need to put anything. You can probably add a little bit of olive oil, grapeseed oil, hazelnut oil, hemp seed oil. These are all the good oils, walnut oil. You can put that in there. So always make sure that when you eat those oils, make sure that you eat them raw, because once you cook them, basically you destroy the nutrients in them. Now I like to add a little bit more. Let's add a little bit of orange rind. Oranges are really good and high in fiber. The only thing is when you eat it as a juice, you lose a lot of it. And as well, one of the things that I found out is that the vitamin C is not so much on the inside. The inside is the fiber, but the vitamin C is the closest to the pith. So that's why I always tell people, buy your food organic, so that way you never have to worry about eating the peel in them. So now the same thing, and this come out perfect. And then 2. And then we're gonna mix it up. So that way you don't need to use any salad dressing. This is the best dressing in the world that you can have. Very refreshing. You can have this salad anytime. You can take it to work with you. You can use it as a breakfast, as a lunch, as a dinner. Very light, but yet very fulfilling. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for things that will fulfill us and keep us healthy as well. So I'm gonna move this out of the way, and I'm gonna chop up some mint. And I have some mint over here from my garden. This is mint and oregano in there. As I told you earlier, oregano is nice for preserving the food, antibacterial, antifungal. Okay, just chop up a bit. And just roughly throw it in there. Make this beautiful rainbow of colors. And the mint gives it that delicious, very cool type of tasting. And what we're going to do is no need to add any salt, no need to add any sugar. This is basically already loaded as it is. And so now what we do is we're going to take a little chunk over here, and I'm going to try it on. I'm going to try it, not on, but I'll try it myself, see how good it is. And if you want to taste it, you're going to have to come to one of my classes or invest in Salamaster. Let's try it. Guarantee to freshen up your taste buds. Guarantee that you will love it. Until then, have a happy, healthy, and wealthy day.